So, folks, this morning, Diaspora Check-in takes us to Florida to meet a Jamaican architect who recently was awarded for our academic success. Welcome to the show, Kelly Ray Ashley. How are you? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations. But before I find out what you won and how you win it, what does an architect do? Double barrel question right up front. And where did this passion come from in the first place with you?
An architect. I mean, we're designers, we're artists after all. I wouldn't necessarily use the specific term that I am an architect yet because I'm not licensed, and that's the next step. But we do definitely think about how people experience spaces and how we live, how people enjoy a space. Yeah, for that's what I would say for what an architect is.
It's interesting that you say you wouldn't say you're an architect yet because the award that you won is for an architect.
Okay, we're talking it into being 100%. 100%,
But
yes.
seriously, didn't you win? What did you win?
I
The American
won,
Institute of Architects Florida Bronze Medal Award, which I'm reading
yes.
here, says the most prestigious student recognition from the Florida chapter. So you fool them. You
Yes.
tell them that
No, no, no,
you're
no,
not one.
no, 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 no.
How did that make you feel, though? And again, you didn't tell me why you wanted to be an architect in the first place. So go back to that. Where did this passion come from in the first place?
I would say the passion kind of stemmed from finding that balance between having both a technical and an artistic way of thinking. I believe that it's the perfect blend for both of them, and I think it stemmed from, let's say, high school. Around third form is when I started to really develop and push towards wanting to pursue architecture. I believe that when I loved art, I did art and design, so I really did love the fact that I could apply the physics, I can apply the math and the engineering in some cases, and put that in with art, because architecture for me, it really is a sculpture of art that sits in the built environment.
Yeah. It's more than just me calling you and say, Kelly, I'm going to build a house. Sort it out.
Oh,
It's more
most
than that.
definitely.
It's
It's
more
an
than that.
experience. It most definitely is an experience, and the way how we do live and experience, the way how we sit and feeling that space, it all comes down to the very fine details that architects do know how to design.
Yeah. So you started at UTech here in Jamaica, and then you went to, where did you go? FIU? For your
Yes.
master's. What was the difference
Yes.
there, restudying and what you had to learn as opposed to what you did in Jamaica?
I mean, I started at UTech. UTech it was definitely a different experience. When I started UTech, I didn't know anything. I didn't get the privilege of doing technical drawing or anything. I just did art and design. So I went with as a blank slate. I learned everything off the bat. I was very eager to want to learn and do better. And UTech has a very rigorous way in which they push you, and the way how you need to show up and present yourself, present the work, and all of that really did build the foundation for how I approach design and how I look at my work in general. And taking that type of experience, after graduation from my bachelor's, I did take a break. I worked for a couple of years at DNA Architects, and then I moved on to Plexus Limited. And then those type of skills I learned, I got to use that schooling, that rigorous way that they taught us, and then the work experience, and then put that into my master's. So I had a different experience while at FIU. Was certainly I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
And it definitely helped me. It opened my eyes as to how I approached and the way I appreciated what I got to study.
Beautiful. I remember the Houses of Parliament design competition. I did not know that you were the only female and the youngest to be a part of that. How did that go?
That went, I mean, great. That was the basis, that was the foundation that really pushed me to want to pursue a degree overseas in the first place. I have a professor, Dr. Patricia Green, she's the one who gave me the opportunity. She just called me up one time and she asked me, she said that she has this opportunity and if I'd like to be a part, and I jumped at it. It was definitely it was breathtaking. It was absolutely amazing, even though I was the only female and the youngest. It really didn't make me shy away from, learning and getting to look at these different approaches that our professionals make in the field.
Yeah, Florida Bronze Medal Award this year.
Yes.
Masters Project Award at FIU this year. TSD Bronze Medal, second commendation this year. Regional first place, Cape Art and Design, all the way back a couple years ago. Best academic performance, UTech year 2 and 3. Low income housing design competition, second place a few years ago. You've been going on, eh? You're going on, lady, eh? So the next White House is you probably going to design that. Wait,
I mean, we're talking it into being.
what's next for you? What's next for you? Now that you've won this award, where do you take this? What's next for you?
I mean, having won this award, it definitely helps. It backs up all the hard work that I've definitely put in, and it not only gives me a very much humbling experience and the exposure that I really do appreciate. It also, gives Jamaica a seat at the international stage and all of this. What's next? Firstly, you can follow my page at Vertex Studios, VERTE Studios, where you can get in contact with me if anybody wants any information. And apart from that, you see how well I've done. I have a couple offers that are sitting on the table, and additional to that, I'm going to also go down the line of pursuing licensing. So, yeah.
What is that difficult to get the license? Is that difficult? And the license would be what? A United States license, or is a world license? You can use that.
I 100% wish, but different areas have different building codes, different climates, different things. So it really depends on the area that you're staying in. I'm currently in Florida, so here's where I'm gonna pursue the license here. But also in Jamaica, I do plan to, mix between the two of them.
Yeah, but building, no building everywhere. I know there are, because some might have winter and some a little hotter than stuff, but building a building is not building a building, no?
No, most definitely not. Everything takes a different approach. I mean, we here in Jamaica and even in Florida, it's a tropical climate, but you have areas where they experience a different type. They have snow, you have different seasons that they have to do, and all of that has a different approach that you're going to have to take into how you experience it. The way how we experience summers is not how someone in Europe experiences summers. We don't have very cold winters, they have cold winters. So it does depend on where you live and the licensing. So you have to study all of the things and the building codes as to how to approach it for someone to safely occupy these buildings, these spaces.
So are you in Florida now? You're done with us? Or are you in Jamaica? Where are you? You're done with it?
I am currently still in Florida, yes.
So I want to kill you, man. All right, we have to go. Anybody you want to say hi to before you leave us?
Well, I just want to say thanks for having me here. It was most definitely a pleasure. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys saw something in me and thought it was something that the world needed to see. Again, please follow me, Vertex Studios, or you can follow my page, Kellyo25, if you want to find out any more or have any projects that you'd love for me to design for you.
In other words, it's just me alone you want to say hi to. I like that.
Wow, I appreciate it, most definitely.
Thanks for speaking with us. Congrats again.
Thank you.
I've always been told that success is a journey, and I know your journey continues. God bless you. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Jamaican architect, even though she says she's not licensed yet, but she says, speak it into being. Jamaican architect, studying in Florida, Kelly Ray Ashley. That's it for the diaspora check-in. All right, just before we move, General Soldier, work with me. This is Grace Fraser Lawrence. Happy birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. And obviously, you would have been on the show, which is why Let's Smile Jamaica picture make hold you up straight there. Hope you had a great one, and I pray that you live to see many, many, many more. All right? All right, coming up, we make a fun stop, but the kind of fun stop, maybe I should have asked Kelly Ray to stay with me and help me out, because I'm going to murder me. We soon come. Stay with us, please.